we're going to talk about subtraction. Today we're going to talk about subtraction. Let's understand what we mean by that. All right. If I put this here, what is that? That's nothing. It's a dash right now, a hyphen, a subtraction. It could be any one of those. We don't know. Not right now, we don't. But if I do this, what does that dash mean?
-5.
That's a negative now, right? All right. But if I do this, what is it now? It's a minus. See, context is important. If you see a number and a dash, yes, that's negative. But if you see it sandwiched between two numbers, that is subtraction now. That is now a minus sign. Now, if I ask you what kind of 9 is that, that's a positive 9. If you say that's a minus, you can't tell me it's -5. That's a what kind of 5? Positive. All right? That's a positive 9 minus a positive 5. That's what that is. Now, what we're going to get into now is what to do, or what that minus or subtraction actually means when you see it. So, subtraction means to add the opposite. It means add the opposite. So you come across a subtraction, we can't use subtraction anymore. Rule 1 is, when you see subtraction, change minus to plus. All right? Change the minus to a plus sign. All right? Rule 2. Change the sign, well, we'll say this. Change the number on the right of minus to its opposite. All right. So we're going to practice just those two rules right here. So we taking 9 minus 5. We're doing those two rules. So, all right. So it said change the minus to a what? So I'm going to come down. Now do like me. Come below. Change the minus to a plus. All right, cool. All right. Change the number on the right to its opposite. On the right side of the minus, that's a positive 5, right? What's the opposite of positive 5? So you're going to put -5. I like putting my negatives in parentheses so it won't bump against my plus sign. All right? And you just bring that first number down. You are now seeing what minus, that's why people say that's a -5. The reason being because that minus changed to a plus and that 5 changed to its opposite. Now you're seeing why. So the practice is going to be for us to get every problem looking like a plus problem with signs in it before moving on. All right? And we're going to worry with how to add and subtract later. We're going to go over that in a minute. Let's do it again. So if I had -16 minus -8, all right? The rule says change the minus. Which ain't but one minus in here. Which one is the minus? The one in the middle, right? You can't change that because there ain't no minus. So what? So -16. That's a what kind of 8? So you got to it say change the minus. So we come below, change the minus to a plus, all right? And then change the opposite of the number to the right. What kind of 8 is that? So when you change the opposite, it's gonna be a what? A positive. And this one, you can't touch nobody that came before the minus. He comes down and still, that's why they say keep, change, change. That's where that comes from. Every time you see a minus, you're gonna change that minus so you can write it as a plus sign with a plus addition problem with different integers. With integers, I say. Addition and integers. And we're gonna worry about how to change it in a minute. All right? 3 is the same as it was because we add now. We back to the adding rules. The rules for adding, remember what they said is, I don't like to write. I like to say follow rules for adding, but I know if you're on a test, you want to stay on the same sheet. So I say add integer rule. All right. what those rules were is same sign, do what? Add, yeah, same signs add. And then we say different signs do what? Different signs subtract. Alright, so only thing I want you to do now, last rule to go with this here, says, rule 4 is, it go with the rules for add and subtracting. It says carry the sign.
You gotta move paper.
Carry the sign. If you already have it on another sheet like Rob does, you ain't got to write this no more. Alright? Because sometimes, like if you take the test and you need some help, it's easy to have right there on that piece of paper. So carry the sign of the integer Alright? Whoever has the largest distance from 0, that's who the sign gets. And that's every time. Every time. Every time. Now, actually, it's same sign, keep the sign. Different signs, look at who the farthest away, the farthest distance, and carry that sign. Alright? That's what it is. But if you just keep, whoever distance is the farthest, if you keep this sign on your answer, you can't go wrong. Alright? Let's try it. Let's try it.
Alright. I want to complete all 16 problems on this page by first rewriting them as addition problems as we went over in rule 1, and then providing the answer for each. Alright.